This is the Iowa Weather Report for Wednesday, December 11th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. This at noon today, we have a trough moving through the Great Lakes and upper Midwest. The trough axis is just moving past the state, but it's bringing cold air behind the system that brought us a little bit of snow to the state last night and into this morning. It'll be over the Great Lakes, moving into New England later in the day, but it's that high pressure that's going to be dropping the temperatures down, well, into the single digits and teens today and below zero tonight into tomorrow morning. Temperatures still start to rebound Thursday. Highs will likely be in the upper teens far northeast to the 20s to maybe near 30 in the south and western counties of the state. But unfortunately, that warm weather doesn't last long. It starts to get squelched down to the south by another system. A low pressure center over the Texas Panhandle is going to bring some moisture in our direction. And along with another push of cold air from the north, that could bring us a little bit of snow activity, especially in our eastern and southeastern counties late Friday night into the early part of Saturday. And then that system moves off to the east with a lot of snow, a lot of rain, a little bit of thunder across the Gulf Coast. And just around here, it's just cold. Sunday, it'll be fairly cold, highs likely in the upper teens northeast to low to mid-20s south and west. And another system is going to be approaching that could bring us some light snow late Sunday into the northern counties. And then Monday, we can't rule out maybe a flurry or a snow shower north of U.S. Highway 18 at this point. Better chances across Minnesota and the Dakotas. Highs likely in the 20s across the state if this is to be right. But then it cools back down again on Tuesday as that cold air races in as the system moves across the Great Lakes with some snow. Highs likely back down into the teens and lows likely back down near zero again. And then a week from today, next Wednesday, we have pretty much a quick moving flow, pretty zonal. One short wave moving through New England and the Canadian Maritimes, another one over the Pacific Northwest to Northern California. And with that, we have a quick moving flow, and we have, well, quick moving systems. Already the next one is coming in, and this could bring blizzard conditions to Montana and maybe in the Dakotas as warm air tries to move into the state from the south and west. Unfortunately, in the extended period, it doesn't look like it's going to get much warmer. Here's the 22nd. We have a trough axis moving into the state, a flow coming out of the northwest. That means it's going to be cold again. And not terribly cold. Highs likely in the 20s if this is to be correct. One system will be off to our south and east, another to our north with some snow there, a little bit of rain, and maybe a bit of wintry precipitation to our south and east. And then at the end of the forecast, the day after Christmas, the 26th, we have a trough over the Great Lakes in the east and a ridge over the Intermountain West in California. We have a west to northwesterly flow aloft. That's going to keep the temperatures quite cool around here. Highs likely in the 20s. With another system in this northwesterly flow coming down across Alberta and Saskatchewan into Manitoba, and that could come in about a day or two after this. When we take a look at the satellite image from last evening, we had the system moving through the state at that point with some snow across the area, a little bit of cloudiness over the Colorado Rockies into Utah. Otherwise, it was fairly calm across the country. The watch warning map from last evening, we had some winter weather advisories across Iowa, far southwestern Wisconsin, through northern Illinois, Indiana, into western Michigan, and a lot of wind chill issues across the northern tier of the country. When we take a look at the QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Sunday evening at 6 o'clock, showing most of the precipitation you see will fall, well, this morning, and then maybe a little bit later in the week, better chances across the south and the east coast.